what's up? In this video, I'm going to teach you a really cool add-on to the Marlo Tilt. So the Marlo Tilt is a really diabolical card control that I taught a while back on this channel. You do need to be very familiar with that before this video is going to make sense. So I'll link you up to that video on the screen here and in the description box down below. Once you know how to do that, then this video is going to be interesting to you because it kind of takes that same idea and then it adds a little finesse to it, a little add-on to make it even more deceptive. So let's get into how this works. Okay, so this achieves the same exact thing as the standard Marlo Tilt. It just does it in a more deceptive way. Okay, so there's one piece of preparation that you're going to do. Before you get into the control, let's say this is the card that we're going to control right here, the Queen of Spades. Before you get into that, you're going to do this little bit of setup. Here's what it looks like at speed. That's all I'm going to do. I'm sticking out, or I'm in-jogging one card in the middle of the deck. And to do this, very simple, I'm just breaking the cards at about the halfway point. I'm sliding that packet forward, and then with the tip of my thumb, I'm contacting the uppermost card of the bottom half, and then as I square the deck back up, I'm just dragging that card backwards. Okay, it just happens very quick, and you can just do it in an offbeat when no one's really paying attention to the deck. Okay, now, while this card is being in-jogged, you do want to be careful that, nobody sees it. So a bit of advice there, just tilt your hand this to the left like this, and then also it helps to kind of tilt the deck up like this. So if you hold the deck like this, no one is going to be able to see that card. Check a mirror and you'll find out your angles, what works, what doesn't. But all you have to do, it's easier to cover than you would think. You just tilt your hand upwards like this, and then kind of to the side. From here, you're going to do what you normally would with a standard tilt. So you're going to get your pinky break beneath the top card of the deck, and then you're going to transition that into kind of a open-ended break, like so. And then you're going to do your normal depth illusion. Okay, so this is the card that you're going to control. You're going to pretend to stick it in the middle of the deck. In reality, you're sticking it second from the top, but because of that break, it creates that depth illusion, so it looks like it's going into the middle of the pack. You do this, and then here's what actually happens. Okay, normally in the tilt, you would just push it in and you'd be done. In this case, I'm going to create the extra illusion in a second here. So I pretend to stick it in. Eventually, I'm going to tilt my hand upwards. Okay, so you want to get this card completely out of view of the audience. Okay, so you're going to tilt your hand upwards. While you've done that, check your mirrors to see how much you need to tilt upwards to hide this card. But when that happens, you're just going to completely push this card into the pack. And then a moment later, you're going to revolve the deck around and clearly show that the card that you supposedly just inserted the deck is now sticking out the middle like so. And from here, you can just very cleanly, very slowly, very deliberately push that card completely flush with the pack. And that's just a really convincing way to bring a card that's supposedly in the middle of the deck to the top. And then you just do if you want to make it look like it came to the actual top, you would just do a double lift at this point. But you can do whatever you want at this point. You have successfully controlled the card. So I hope you like that little finesse. If you're a fan of the Marlo Tilt, then you will appreciate that little subtlety to make it even more convincing. And if you want to learn more card controls, I'll link you up to a page where you can learn a bunch more. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more sleight of hand and card magic in the future.